Hi, I'm Rick Farland and we're here at Hyde Tools at the demo lab, and I'm going to show you how we tape a joint. Today we're going to put a second pass on a joint that we've put some tape on yesterday. We put the first pass. Today we're coming back. We're going to put the second coat on. If you notice over here, I'm going to be using a 6-inch stainless steel joint knife. The reason why I use a 6-inch here is because we're going to try to cover above the edges of what we did yesterday. And it's a flexible knife, and this is actually a professional grind hollow ground blade. You can see the flex is located right in about a 1-inch behind the tip of the blade. And you've got a nice, the tip is a little bit thicker than the rest of the blade so that it lasts longer. This is the professional style knife. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add a little bit of a joint compound across here, and let that sit for a day. And then tomorrow, a small pass later, maybe one more bigger coat, and we'll take it from there. But while I'm at it, I notice we have like a blemish here. You can see there's a piece of tape. If I were just to cover that, a piece of paper, on the tape, on the wall, if I was just to cover that with joint compound, this probably would still stick up. So now the way we would take care of that is actually make more of a mess. You just cut the paper off like this a little bit, and now you've got kind of an indentation. But now we're going to use the hammerhead that's on the end, and we're going to make an indentation there. Now it looks like we've caused more damage than we had before, but with this spot we can now just cover it with some joint compound and let that sit. And tomorrow when we do the rest of our sanding, you'll see that you'll have a nice spot there, and that tape will be buried. That ripped part will be buried. So here we go. We're going to take some tape. We're going to take some joint compound. We're going to lay it in here on the edge. And you can see it's not that smooth right here. I'm not that concerned with it. We're going to have plenty of time to go back and smooth it up. I put a little bit more compound down than necessary at this point. We make sure everything's filled. Then you clean off your blade so you have no lines on it. And I'm going to apply pressure to the top edge of the blade here and not as much pressure to the bottom edge. And just pull it across like this. And then do the opposite from the bottom side, applying pressure on the bottom edge and not the top edge. And then a smooth right across the middle. And what you see is we're pretty much ready to go. We've got a smooth layer that's covered up the blemishes, and tomorrow one small pass with some sandpaper and we'll be ready for the finished coat.